Welcome back! We are back in a familiar dungeon, which we've seen in the short path before, because this is where the guard dogs put us if they caught us. This time though we went in here ourselves, so the door is not locked. There are two more dungeon doors here.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
And all the cells are basically identical. Actually, completely identical, right down to the misaligned bricks in the wall. That's some serious devotion to conformity that the castle's architects had.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
And this one's identical too. Can we take a nap?
The cot looks uncomfortable, not to mention a little dusty. Alexander decides against taking a nap there.
I guess not. There's a gargoyle above the door, by the way.
Alexander is standing in a dim, damp dungeon cell. The walls and floor are made of gray granite stones. A cot in the corner is the only furniture. A gargoyle peers down maliciously from over the dungeon door.
Interesting, but not useful. Let's head east. I'm just saving. In case we happen to get caught or something. Seems we are now in the east hallway.
The castle basement is cool after the heat of the day. On the east wall is a door, and on the west wall, a staircase leads upward. This is the east basement hallway.
And it seems that this doorway leads to the upper levels. And since we are trying to reach Casima's bedroom again, I guess, we need to go upwards.
There's a door at the top of the stairs that must lead to an upper floor. The door has a doorknob and a keyhole.
Well, like the last time we were in the castle doing a short path, if the narrator says the door has a keyhole, it means you can look through it.
Alexander peeks through the keyhole. There are two guard dogs talking in what appears to be a large hall.
They're talking?
Two guard dogs are talking in what appears to be a large hall.
We can't hear what they say, unfortunately. But this seems to be the main entrance. The hole near the main entrance. But since there are guard dogs there, we cannot go there. Could we please go down the stairway? Come on, not that difficult.
Alexander hears the sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door at the top of the stairs. One of them must be on his way down.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Check out this door.
There's a door on the east wall.
No keyhole, so we can't be sure it's safe. Let's pray that it is.
Alexander decides to evade the guard dog by ducking into another room. Alexander
Jollo!
hears the guard dog leave the basement. It seems he's safe for the moment.
We found Jollo!
Prince Alexander, I can't believe it! How did you get into the castle?
Well, actually, it's a little hard to explain.
I bet. You run a terrible risk of being here, though. The castle is crawling with guard dogs, especially today. The Wazir will have your hide if he finds you.
I know that, Jallo. But Casima is being married today. What greater risk is there than that?
Of course you're right. Young love. I forgot what heartburn it is. But what are you supposed to do about it?
I've got to try to see her. Maybe even stop the wedding.
Is that all? And here I thought you would try something dangerous. Oh.
Don't worry about me, friend. Just tell me, where is Cosima?
As far as I know, she's still in her bedroom upstairs. You'd never make it up there, though. The guard dogs are everywhere, and they're very loyal to the crown. Unfortunately, right now the crown means Alhazred. If we had proof of something truly afoul, the guard dogs might listen. As it is, they're your enemies, not his.
I understand. I've had no lack of enemies since I got here. In fact, you'd almost think I wasn't welcome.
And they say princes have no sense of humor. Well, I can see there's no putting you off. For Cosima's sake, I wish you luck. I'll be here if there's anything you need.
Thanks, Jalo.
Well, actually, it's a good thing that you're here, because we found a exact replica of Shamir's lamp.
I've been thinking of what you said about swapping a replica for the genie's lamp. I got this lamp from the old lamp seller in town. Do you think it will pass?
Why, yes! It's an exact replica. That's amazing. How did you guess?
I suppose it was intuition.
Or cheating via cutscene.
I'll have to wait for the right moment, mind you. But I should be able to get close enough to swap this for the real thing, and none shall be the wiser. Now you shall see Jalo's skill.
I'm sure your hands are mightier than my sword, my clever friend.
Go ahead and do as you've planned, and let me worry about swapping the lamp. If I accomplish the trickery, I'll manage to get the lamp to you somehow. You never fear.
I have faith, Jalo. You are a true friend.
Aw, shucks. I'd do anything for the princess.
First thing I'm gonna do when I'm king is give Jolo a bedroom with a window that's not underground. Actually, it is quite a nice bedroom, considering it is in the basement.
Jalo's bedroom is spacious, neat, and lush with dramatic colors. Like its resident, there's a melancholy sheen to its brightness. The comfortable-looking bed in the corner is neatly arranged. It looks just large enough for Jalo's generous size. A plain trunk provides minimal storage for the bedroom.
They have a chamber pot?
Jalo's bedroom is spacious.
Looks like it, but we can't look at it. But we can't empty it either.
Alexander doesn't want to disturb anything in Jalo's room.
I guess we had enough chamber pot emptying in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Alexander doesn't want to intrude on Jalo's privacy by looking through his trunk.
Again, you're being way too nice for an adventure game character, Alexander. What's this poster?
The wall above Jalo's desk sports a notice of a circus. It seems very old.
Perhaps Jolo's previous employers.
Jalo keeps his desk neat and tidy.
Wouldn't expect a clown to be quite this neat.
A cozy little fire is ablaze in Jalo's fireplace.
Nothing else we can do here, though. We've accomplished what we needed. So let's head back west, since we can't go upstairs.
The castle basement is cool after the heat of the day. On the north wall is a door bearing a plaque, and in the west corner is a suit of armor. This is the north basement hallway.
Could that suit of armor be the man of iron that the ghost boy was talking about? Perhaps, but let's take a look at the door first.
A closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, "Guard Room,
guard room? There might be something interesting in there.
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
Wouldn't be wise, but I want to do it anyway.
Against his better judgment, Alexander decides to open the door. Somehow, he just knew that wasn't such a good idea. Uh-oh, a guard dog! Alexander's been seen!
Hey, you! You're not allowed down here!
I think I'm a little lost. I was looking for the wedding and...
Be quiet. The Wizir told us to look out for a saboteur. My nose tells me that's you! Guards!
Alexander watches helplessly as the guards descend upon him.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wizir wants to do with you.
The guard dogs leave Alexander to his fate, locking the door noisily behind them. Alexander wonders how he'll get out of this one.
Last time we were here, we couldn't get out. But this time...
Prince Alex.
Jallow, what are you doing here?
Never mind. Quick, before the guard dog patrol comes around again.
But how did you know I was...
This is no place to talk, Alexander. Just trust that I know everything that goes on in this castle. Now, be more careful. If you get caught again, I don't know if I'll be able to get you out.
How nice of him. He was able to save us.
From the East Hall, Alexander hears the sounds of a door opening and a guard's footsteps trudging heavily down a flight of stairs.
Uh-oh. Maybe we can hide behind the guard door. Wait.
Alexander hears the clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
I don't care.
Against his better judgment, Alexander decides to open the door. Somehow, he just knew that wasn't such a good idea.
And where might you think you're going? I think someone must have let our prisoner loose, Ralph.
Who would be crazy enough to do that, Hal?
I don't know, but if I find out, that traitor will be sorry. Let's keep an extra sharp eye in the halls. We'll make sure no one can get near him again.
Right, Hal.
The guard dogs slam the door and lock it. Alexander has a feeling there will be no help from Jallow this time.
Indeed, there will not.
The dungeon door is locked.
But we are not trapped, because we have the skeleton key from the realm of the dead.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key and quickly makes his escape.
Let's try that again. Because this is fun.
Alexander
Yes, we know.
Against his better judgment, Alexander decides to open the door. Somehow, he just knew that wasn't such a good idea.
And where might you think you're going? The Wizir will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, Hal, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's why I personally searched him.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it no more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
Just as Alexander realizes that he has no possible means of escape, he hears the sound of wedding music playing somewhere in the castle.
Confound this dungeon! I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
'Tis a noble thing to have a means of escape, and 'tis a far, far better thing to never get caught at all. Indeed. So let's try to avoid capture in the next video.